There's a new phenomena that I call non-duality bliss out. What's happening is a lot of people are getting to the point where they're getting so blissed out on this non-duality that they don't really understand that it's not about just blissing out and saying, oh, everything's fine, everything's beautiful, everything's great. Everything is not great. Everything is not fine. As far as the human self is concerned, obviously. To the eternal self, yes, everything is fine, everything is all right. But there's a real fine line that many people are stepping across into this detachment and not caring about changing the world. Well, the world is fine as it is. There's nothing to do. Everything is perfect as it is. Good, bad is all fine. Murderers, saints, it's all the same. On one level, this is true in the non-duality and the Advaita teachings. However, there is the portion of the eternal self, the God self, that is in you that does want to change the world, does want to change what is happening here. There are civilizations that have risen and fallen. There are civilizations that have risen and flourished. There are probably planets somewhere where utopia has been achieved. There are planets that have been completely destroyed, maybe even self-destructed. All of this is in the mind of God. This is all imaginings in the mind of God. And yes, on that level it's all fine. But there is an urge in the human heart. The human heart does want to evolve. The human heart does want to see changes, does want to reach this utopian idea of society and civilization. And you are in this human urge, this human evolution. You are not evolving, but the human species is. You as formless awareness, the consciousness of God's self, the emptiness that contains the everythingness. You are that, and you don't need to evolve. You aren't learning anything. You aren't changing anything. All these things that appear and disappear, people, places, experiences, planets, civilizations, universes appear and disappear. All of these appearings and disappearings that are happening in this container that you are, which is consciousness, all of these appearings and disappearings are coming and going, and those are changes, but the awareness that is left over is still left untouched, unchanged, unharmed. Not fixed, not harmed. You are already perfect, and so there is nothing to change, there is nothing to fix. Now the human self, on the other hand, the human condition, the human species, the human civilization, all of this is evolving. And this is a project for the mind of God. This is a human experiment. What if utopia can be reached in a human form? This is the question. So you see, you are not evolving, the humanity is evolving. And then you could say, okay, well, what about aliens? Are they evolving? Sure, it's all evolving. Every civilization grows and develops new technologies. Every species grows and evolves, comes up with even new species. All of this is part of the coming and going in the emptiness that you are, part of the comings and goings in the arena of consciousness. So rest your mind, rest your soul, rest your heart. But don't become so detached, so discompassionate, that you forget about the project that you're in. If you are in a human form right now, you are part of this project. And so yes, there is a certain level of caring about what happens, and being careful of this non-duality bliss out. It's a new phenomena in the metaphysical community, and it's probably one of the toughest nuts to crack. Once someone gets into this non-duality bliss out, it's difficult to explain how it might be important to stay involved in the human condition experiment, the human condition evolution. It's not an excuse to check out and not be part of it anymore. And you're a part of it whether you like it or not at this point, because you did sign up for a human body, and here you are, working with the human condition, attempting to stop the monkey mind, attempting to let go of the past and stay out of the future and be here in the present. All of this is evolution of human species. This isn't the evolution of you, however. You are already perfect without needing to evolve. You are just having an experience in the human condition and playing with the evolution of humanity.